Hello, good evening, stream. Tell me, can you just do a quick check for me? Is my volume fine? If I speak while the cars are close, it's supposed to mute the car volume a little so that you can still hear me. And if I keep quiet, you should hear the cars properly. So if somebody in chat can just say yay or nay there, please, or if there's anything else that I may have forgotten. Thanks. Dankie Belinda. Alles reg. Cool. Oh, by the way, I'll start proper chatting. Ooh, the skins, yeah. Okay, wait. I need to load the guy's skins. Sorry, I forgot about that. Be right back. And we're hopefully back. And hopefully everything is still the way it should be. The skins should now also be showing. Again, could somebody just confirm everything back to normal? Hello and good evening all. Welcome to the second round of the SimRaceSA. Sorry, just adjusting my volume. SimRaceSA SimGP series from one of my favorite tracks, Imola in Italy. Really historic track, really fun to drive, and makes for reasonably good racing as well. So looking forward to this one. We're off for some qualifying now for the next 15 minutes, so just short of 14 in fact, and then the race to follow. We have a fairly decent field tonight. I think I just counted about 15 cars, especially seeing that tonight was also the Solidarity E-Race, which I'm sure many of the guys were interested in watching. Just doing a bit of housekeeping here while I'm chatting. We'll be with you shortly. Okay, my daughter Belinda, also in the chat, is saying that my WhatsApp ping is coming through, so let me turn off my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp window out there. Okay, hopefully the audio and everything is fine. I will be monitoring the chat as well, so if anybody wants to draw my attention to something, hopefully I will catch it in time. You can just tell me. You're stuck with me tonight because unfortunately the regular commentators are off doing marshalling duty at the or steward duties at the Solidarity E-Race. So thanks to them for doing that. I'm sure it must have been quite interesting with some of the incidents on there. I watched the first of the finals, the sprint race final, a little earlier before I came to prepare for this, and I must say it was brilliant racing and very well done to some of our SimRaceSA colleagues on there. Mark van Rensburg and Devin Leisha doing very, very well, coming through the field from, I think it was the 8th row all the way to the front. I hope I'm not giving away the results now for anybody who still wanted to watch it, but yeah, I didn't say where they finished exactly. Hannes saying camera 7 has a wider perspective. Not sure how to get to camera 7. Pressing F. What's going on there? F3 switches the cameras. Oh, there it says camera description. Sorry for that. I'm still learning some of this stuff. Oh, but it doesn't say the name of the camera. So please do tell me what I can do. Maybe I must use this little app, AC remote. Let me see, TV cameras. That's one. Here's another. Yeah, this one's definitely wider. Okay, I'll try and get the cameras right. Thanks for that, Dennis. I'll use the helicopter cam from time to time. I do love this one. Somebody running a little wide there. Oh, also I use triple monitors like I do for my racing. So please excuse if sometimes I refer to something that's off the center screen, because I only stream the center screen, otherwise you'll be getting this wide aspect ratio thing. And yeah, so I may not be paying attention and saying, ooh, there he goes off, and then it's not on this screen. Oh, okay, Hannes, yeah. I think it's the same cameras, but just the number, I can't quite choose the exact number. But yeah, I'll try and use the widest one possible, yes. Thanks for that. So far we have Louis Serfontein in the front on a 34, Peter Geldenhuys close on his tail there, also 34.3, Sechaba, Mashigo third, Pretorius, Bjorn Buchner, Peter Greiling, Neil Berger, Melvin Gous, welcome all the way from Namibia. I wonder if you're going to have a support in the chat like you normally do. Seems to be a very popular driver, and he shoots up into third. Brilliant. Who's Stanley Fenter and Mulder? Sorry, Daryl Mulder. Sorry, we don't see the actual names on our tower here. And he shoots up into third. Whenever I mention somebody's name, he shoots up into third. Brilliant stuff. I'm going to mention, who shall I pick now? Neil Berger. Come, Neil. And Jade Stewart, welcome as well. I think it's his first race as well. Always great to see new guys coming through the ranks here. Did I say Jade? It's Jude Stewart. Apologies for that. Peter Geldenhuys gone to the front. Good lap, a second faster than Serfontein in second for the moment. Oh, and this the tower with the timing that you see on the left here is it only shows when people have completed laps, so that's not everybody on the server necessarily. As people complete laps, they will pop up in there. We have on the list that I can see, we have 14 people 14 people on the server. Mark van Rensburg is actually shown as a contestant, but I'm pretty sure he's otherwise occupied. Tire wise, everybody seems to be on mediums except for Melvin Gous and Stefanus Engelbrecht on softs at the moment. On these cars, unfortunately, softs overheat fairly easily, so they are of limited use. And I also haven't really seen the benefit in them, even if you can keep them cool. I'm not really faster with them, so I think most guys will just opt for mediums. As always, as we said, it's a 45-minute race, but there is, and pit stops are not mandatory, but there's normally, it was chosen like this on purpose, that is normally just not enough fuel to make the end of the race. So people have to stop for fuel, and normally tires while you're in. People would go for tires as well. And then yeah, there's the option for strategizing, maybe going long, going 2/3, 1/3, or vice versa, and going for softs maybe if you can make them work on one of the stints. But for me, I haven't really had any benefit from that, so I think most guys will probably just stop around halfway through. Sorry, I've been just focusing on one person all along. Let's skip through the field a little. Oh, and the teams again, I will try and call out all the teams people belong to. Let's see, we have Peter Geldenis. He is the team principal, in fact, of the Sim Racing crew. Sorry for taking my time looking on a different list here. Louis Serfontaine is in Black Widow Racing. Melvin Goos, we have an AA Racing. Neil Berger, Patterson Works Racing. Of course, I forgot about that, yes. Let's maybe skip through the field as I call their names out. Oh, come on. Sorry, my list that I'm reading from is on a web page. I should have printed it out. So now every time I click, it disappears. Okay, sorry. Then we have Daryl Mulder. Did I mention him? No, he's independent. Sechaba Mashigo is Flying Gypsies, of course. Stefanus Engelbrecht, we have also independent. Jude Stewart is still independent. Stanley Fenter, Flying Gypsies. Marius Pretorius, Flying Gypsies. And Bjorn Buchner is probably still independent. Yes, Bjorn is a sim racing veteran, SimRaceSA veteran, I should say, from a number of years back, and he has now decided to join us again. So that's brilliant to see. Apparently, the oldest of us bunch in age. So yeah, brilliant to see him here. And with 1.5 minutes to go, let's see if anybody's up on their times. Melvin's in the pits. Louis is up a little. He might. It's very little, but a little bit can go a long way sometimes. So he has to make up about half a second though. Oh no, it's probably not go. Oh yeah, Neil Berger is up about a quarter of a second. Let's see how he goes. That can definitely make a difference. Put him into podium position for qualifying. Really picking up some speed now. 6/10 into Piratella, which is quite tricky. Actually, I'm going to probably say all these corners are tricky because that's the nature of Imola. The mini Aqua Minerale where he is now, also very tricky to maximize your speed. And then all the way up to Variante Alta, which is the chicane at the top here, which can do exactly that. Oh man. Looks like I'm also blessed with the commentator's curse. Sorry about that, Neil. Peter Greiling is not improving currently. Daryl Mulder. Good looking livery there. And I think that's probably, oh, and yeah, I must say I love the livery, the camo livery on these. Really well done. I think they've gotten many. Oh, he's up on his time as well. Ooh, shot up into 5th. Very well done, Chaba. They've gotten quite a number of compliments for that livery. Flying Gypsies it is. Okay, yeah, so that is it for qualifying. Is it? Ooh, I hear another car shooting through. Sorry about that. Peter Geldenhuys in a comfortable lead though, with about half a second. Followed by Melvin Goos and Louis Serfontein. Very well done. Neil Berger missing out a little there on the on that aborted lap. These cars, we of course do a standing start, so it's quite a bit different from the SimGT, where we do a warm-up lap or a base lap. Okay, I must remember to remove my car from the grid. In time to quickly switch back to get some action. I can't do it now, the race must start first. Should have anyway, doesn't matter. Sorry about that, switching to the front a little. Okay, and we're off, and just gonna stick with this for a second. Oh, and we have somebody over there. Oh, that's a pity. Was that Louis Serfontein is tumbling down the field there? Oh, what a pity. Come on, just that's the spirit. Get back on and get your head down. Buchner we also have as a spinner. Sorry about that. I have to do that, otherwise there's chaos. Okay. Right, sorry about that. Let's see. Peter in front. Berger sticking with him. Sichaba. So who? Who were the big losers there? Probably Serfontein. That incident. Jude Stewart, good 5th. Peter Greiling on his tail. Let's just stick with this. He's the closest gap at the moment. Oh, and he hopped that curb a bit. These curbs can be very punishing. Into Rivazza 1, Rivazza 2, which leads them back to the start finish. Get back to the front. Why is it not switching? I'll have to click there, it looks like. Sorry. Okay, what's happening here? We have Neil Berger still chasing down, staying within touching distance. Further back, Peter Greiling is back in touch here. Oh, and unfortunately Stewart spun it. Just rejoin carefully. Oh, well done. Yeah, just be careful not to get beached. There we go. Okay. Ooh, yeah, now his tires are probably hot. That's another quirk of these cars. When you spin, the tires overheat so much that you have to be very careful for the next couple of corners. Berger is closing in on Peter. Oh, sorry, I see in the chat you asked how old is Bjorn. I don't know myself. I've actually meant to ask, but it's maybe a little bit rude to ask, I suppose. Let's get my here. Oh, and tire-wise, let me just tell you, Melvin Ghost, the only one on softs, so he's doing something different. Let's see how that pans out. It seems to be working fairly well. There he is, nice and close to Sechaba. And these would be the laps he must make them work. If there's any advantage in them, make them work early. Stefan Engelbrecht is also on Bjorn Buchner. Let's stick with Melvin Ghost though. Oh, and he's wide. Ooh, very well avoided. We of course have DRS on these cars. It will pop open now. On the straight here is where you can use them. And Sechaba having a bit of a better run out of... Oh boy, he didn't anticipate that, I don't think. What a pity. Oh, and he's beached, I think. It's so easy to beach these cars. All you can do... Oh, he's got moving. Well done, well done. Just stick... sorry about that. Stick to the grass rather, or just keep momentum. That's the way, just keep momentum. Okay, well done. So yeah, we had some excitement there while on board. Okay, what's happened elsewhere? Quite a gap here now between Peter and Neil suddenly. Looks like I've missed a lot there. Sechaba is on Pretorius. So he recovered after his spin. Neil Berger with a 37 there, he must have made a mistake. Pace is probably at this stage. Oh no, I see the guys are running 36s. I would have expected, wasn't it around 33, 34s? I'm not sure now. I've been doing too much racing the last week or so, so all the lap times of the different servers I've been on are all flowing into one big mess of numbers. Oh, both locking up, and Sechaba should have the better run on his teammate. These two are the closest. Oh, something must have happened there. Oh, Peter Greiling must have gotten it wrong through Aqua Minerale. Oh, Melvin Gross is making a comeback. Let's jump to him. In fact, let's jump to our famous helicopter cam and let's see. I had a better run through there as well. And Olivier into Rivazza 1, Rivazza 2, down the main straight. Let's jump on board maybe for a bit so I can talk you through this. Is that famous? Oh my little app there. Okay, Banera. Oh man. I was hoping for that other camera angle. Let's stick with this one for now. That's Tosa. You have to be so careful through there. Oh no. Now I see the mirror. Is it? Don't want to mess something up. Is it F? No. Sorry about all these hiccups. I don't do this very often. What is the mirror key? I want to get rid of that mirror. That's interesting. Hi Glenn, welcome. Yeah, I'm doing a bit of commentary tonight, unplanned. It was I'm a stand-in for the regular commentator. As you know, I'm not a normally the most vocal person, so a bit out of my comfort zone here. Let's stick with this until I can figure out the mirror thing. F11, thank you for that. And Louis Lafontaine, let's jump to him. This is into Piratella. Important not to go too wide there. That green can be very, very slippery. Into Aqua Minerale, quite fast through there, and then hard on the brakes. As you can see from all the brake markers there, it's you lock up very easily there as the car is unloaded. Then up to Variante Alta, right left chicane, which again, if you take too much curb there, you're in for a bad time, and the green on the outside there can really mess you up. Then into the flat out right hander here before we get to Rivazza 1, another hard braking zone, and then important to get your speed up through here, Rivazza 2, to maximize your speed onto the straight here. The DRS would go open right there and remain open through the length of the straight. There's a bump here and there's another bump to the left here, and they can really upset your car quite a bit if you're running too stiff springs. Then into Variante del Tamburello, which is also it's not tricky, but it's easy to lose pace through there. And this is where I struggle. The Villeneuve chicane, this part here, it's so easy to spin it if you go a little too wide there and get too eager on the gas. Into Tosa. Again, I keep saying it, but also very important to maximize your speed through there, because this drag up the hill can really kill you. And we're back to the Piratella, fast left-hander. So that's basically how this goes. I didn't do it from start line to start line, but you get the idea. Yeah, and that's exactly what happens when you run a bit wide. You're onto that AstroTurf or whatever it happens to be on this track. You get wheel spin. Wheel spin at best if you're lucky. You spin around if not. Let's see what's happening elsewhere. We have Peter Greiling also fairly close. Ooh, sure. See there, you can see the DRS flap is open on the car in front, and it will close now when he brakes now. And just to help speed up the cars a little by reducing drag. In my experience, not all that effective on these cars. I would say, I don't know, you lose maybe a tenth down the straight if you forget to use it, as I sometimes do. A little bit of a lockup. Ooh, and yeah, exit of Tosa. If you jump on the throttle, as I've also done, you do lose it. What happened to Mulder? To Safontaine. Yeah, it seems to be semi-spin there at the second part of the Villeneuve chicane, which is exactly what I did as well during my race, which I would rather not speak of. Actually, my result wasn't too bad, but it could have been better. It was decent through Aqua Minerale. What's Ghost up to? Some nice action tonight, thanks guys. Hi Mike, thanks man. Mike McGear and myself, and ooh, very nice. Sorry, I'll continue that just now. Ooh. He had to tap off a bit there. I think he was just a little too close to get on the throttle. Oh, he's still making it. Well done. Well done. Where's my TV cam? Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, Mike McGear and myself, and Corne Breed on some tracks, and Neil Berger, where we always end up fairly close together. And so how could I forget my other buddy Barry Meyer? We also end up close together on tracks, and we normally have good battles, good clean battles. We know each other by now, so that's always appreciated. Corne Breed, however, in this format, the open wheelers, is way faster than I am. For some reason I cannot, or I don't know if it's him that's fast here or me that's slow, but I just cannot get onto his pace in these cars. Okay, let's do stock take again. Yeah, fields opened up again a little as we're heading towards halfway, which should be pitting time. Closest is Peter Greiling. Let's have a look at him. He's up on his he was just now still up on his delta, but as he's getting behind another car, you do feel your aero being affected, and also just things like being distracted or not being able to see your brake markers as easily as you're used to can make a big difference in your pace. Oh, and sorry if I only notice it now, Bjorn Buchner did not finish. Not sure what happened there, if it was a technical error or mechanical. It's a pity. Oh, I see my friend Dennis, Laxo Computer Services. Dennis Mitchell has also joined us here. Hi Dennis, welcome. Another very fast sim racer from my my previous sim racing career. We used to race about 5 years ago. We used to race quite a lot. Then I took a bit of a hiatus, and think most of them also did. But yeah, I'm back now for about a year and a half, and enjoying it. And I'm trying to convince Dennis to join us again as well. Peter, running wide a little. He's going to lose all that good work he's done, but let's see if he can make it up again. Buchner's in the pits. He must have rejoined. Yeah, that's always great to see. Guys disconnecting because of internet or whatever issues. I mean, we've had guys whose steering wheels came loose from their desks, all kinds of things. And always great to see them come back and finish the race, even though they have lost a number of laps. You know, that's just the spirit of it, you know. Just competing. It's not about winning always. And importantly, building up that racing experience, because it's very important to get your sort of eye in for racing, because you can do so many laps hot lapping or practicing, but in a race everything's different. The nerves are more you have to keep a lookout for everybody. And we have two guys peeling off into the pits just about on, well, a little bit before halfway, so they may be trying for an undercut. Greyling and Engelbrecht. Let's see how they go. A bit of a quicker stop there for Engelbrecht. I'm not sure if that was because of fuel or damage or something that Greyling had to go for. Okay, and they come out in 10th. Is it 10th and 9th? Yes. Okay, so they can only build from here. Just to check tires, they are both on mediums, unsurprisingly. Okay, let's see how Melvin's doing. Melvin's in 6th. For all these hundreds of fans out there, I see they're either not watching tonight or they're very quiet. They're normally quite vocal in the chat. In fact, let's have a quick look and see which team got the best cheers here. Black Widow Racing had one. Am I missing racing here? Sorry. Black Widow Racing had one. Gypsies. Patterson Works. It seems to be evenly spread with one each. Come guys, cheer your teams on there. Stewart in the pits. New boy. As is Buchner again. So I don't know if that's... Is that maybe final? Or has he been in the pits? I'm not sure. I haven't been monitoring that. Sorry. Ooh, Melvin is on him. Shall we go... where is this camera angle? This app is not working, unfortunately, anymore. The one I want to use. Let's have a look at Melvin's progress here. Okay, and Victorious in the pits, clearing the way for Melvin. Quite handily. Grilling, is that because of pitting? Oh no, it's grilling. I'm not sure what that was about. Was it being lapped? Yeah, that would be Peter lapping grilling. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, sorry, was it Greiling and Engelbrecht in the pits earlier? Sorry, I'm not keeping record of things properly here. That might be why he was lapped in. Gareth Marie, clearly a Melbourne fan. Melas, ons is hier en kyk vir jou. There we go, that's the spirit. Peter in the lead by 12 seconds over Neil. 16 seconds back, Sichaba. Venter now in the pits. Gous as well, just coming in. Victorious quite a bit back. Engelbrecht on him. Then we have Mulder. Greiling. So Serfontein just had a bit of an off there, it would seem. Stewart. Zander Klingen. Good to see you, buddy. Reino Olivier was just pitted, I think. And Bjorn Buchner 3 laps down, but still running. Well done, bro. Then Daryl Mulder in the pits. Neil Berger coming in from second. Let's have a look then at our closest battle, Engelbrecht. Let's have I'll see if I can make this work from this guy. Rearward. Sorry, this thing doesn't work. My one app crashed, so I can't click on the camera I want to. Sorry about that. Yes. See if I can find one. Not that. This one will be okay. Down into Rivatsa. 1 and 2. Now we'll see the flap opening up. Now on both cars. Let's see if Engelbrecht can make any headway on him. Probably not from that distance. They're very close lap time wise as well. 0.1. Breaking into the Tamburello chicane. Bit of a hesitation there, just to settle the car, but that it was enough for him to catch up a little. Will he be able to break into Villeneuve? Not quite. Let's see the acceleration here into Tosa. He's a bit brave to dive in there. Up the hill here then. Veldhuis in the pit, by the way, on the lead. Thanks, yeah, Simcana Racing. Yeah, I did use F6 in the end. The old fallback for the camera control. You just have to cycle as opposed to clicking directly on the camera you want. Okay, bit of a better exit there. Let's see if we can make it. Yeah, down into the Variante Alta. It's not really easy, except if you're very close. Still our closest battle on track, so I'll just stick with this for now. In fact, let's deploy the helicopter when they get to the twisty bits just now. He's a bit further back now. Is Imola. Let's see the lines again through Tamburello, staying just clear enough of those curbs which can really upset you into Villeneuve. Don't go too wide there. Well done. Tosa, you can see it's a hard braking spot. It looks like this gap has now grown a bit. Yeah, Barry Geldnys does have a great lead in the front there. Very fast guy. Not sure how he ended up in this race, because he's definitely Division 1 normally. Did he? Was he maybe not able to make Division 1 on Monday? I'm not sure. Maybe you have some info there. Oh, but wide there from Engelbrecht. Now this camera is way too quiet. I hear my own voice too much here. Let's switch. Right. Melvin goes still on softs, which is surprising. Is he two-stopping? Or has he found a way to make them last? I'm not sure. Not sure at all. Just peek in on some of the other guys. Greiling, quite a lonely position there, probably the loneliest position on track at the moment, with a 16 in front and 12 behind. Fontaine, Jude Stewart, top 10 first race, well done. If he can bring it home from here. Darrell Mulder, and Olivier, and Zonderklingen, currently up on his delta there, slightly. Always encouraging to see that green when you're in the car. You know you're up on your best lap of the race. He just had a mini moment there. Lost about 2/10 unfortunately. Again, commentator's curse maybe. Oh yeah, sorry. That's no maybe. That is me. Sorry about that. And Bjorn. Would be interested to hear what happened with him during the race. I'll see in the Discord chat later. We always have quite a nice post-mortem of the races afterwards in Discord. Sometimes, although I must say it's happened, has only rarely happened that guys become how shall I say, aggressive in there. They're always well behaved, because you know, if you were knocked off, people do tend to get a little angry. But normally we are really well behaved there. It's discouraged anyway. If there are incidents, we have a system where you can log an incident report or a complaint, whatever, just so the organizers can have a look afterwards and impose penalties as required. Yeah, Peter now with a 23-second lead. And just bringing it home, I would imagine, barring any fuel miscalculations, which does happen. In fact, in our Solidarity e-race last night, it happened with Jonathan Mkhotsi, I think. He was in a very good, could have been third or fourth, I can't quite remember now. Good position and had just not enough fuel to make the finish. Chaba at second. Again, for future reference, I might rather I must remember to do maybe a screenshot or something of the starting positions, because now I have no idea who gained most. I can't say who that guy made up 10 positions. I have no clue. I know Peter didn't make up any positions because he started first. Oh, unbeknownst to me, Melvin Gous is on Venter. Again, apologies for missing things. Let's try this again. There we go. Luckily I remembered that camera. Lock up, but no harm done, I don't think. Now through here, who gets the best run? Oh, it's going to be, yeah, I think Melvin's going to have him. A slight better run. There he goes. Sorry about that. Look forward. There we go. Ooh, side by side. I can see in the other camera. Now he's through. Melvin. This is Neil Berger, yeah, he is. This is also for position. Oh. Almost thought he was gonna break late there. Ooh, he squeezes him. Well done to keep it on the island there, Melvin. Would have been easy to spin it there. Now it's just patience, not to let that red mist descend. That's too easy to do, I know. Ooh, thanks Lapper. Well held. Berger placing the car nicely, middle of the track there. Good defense. They keep him guessing. Oh, Melvin seemingly quite a bit faster in places. Just be patient, not run into the guy in front. You might have a chance down the straight here again if you can get a good exit from the second part of Rivatsa here. From here, let's see. Yeah, that should do it. Berger's a bit late to open his DRS flap there. You can open it under that little flyover. Ooh, he squeezes him just enough. Oh, good racing, good racing. Just leaves enough space to make it uncomfortable but not dangerous. Good stuff there by both guys, well done. And Berger's problems aren't at an end either, I don't think. Fenter might have a thing or two to say there as well. Let's see. Gaining. Although into Piratella. Oh, what a pity. Berger. Oh, he just missed him. But Neil, sorry man. Sorry about losing the position there, but it's racing, it happens. Hope he doesn't have too much damage now. Okay, what else is happening? Oh, sorry about that. Terrell, you're also on Stewart. Yeah, Barry, your teammate there, Neil. Pity. And we have some more. Ah, there we go. The Melbourne fans are coming out. Beamerstein saying, nice Melbourne. Gareth Furey, loop op bra, I say. That's the spirit. Oh, we have a... Oh, wow. I think Mulder was a little generous there. Or maybe he was scared of hitting him as he was recovering. Ooh. Again, braking hard to avoid him. Lost a lot of time now, unfortunately, in the process. Let's just jump to this battle in the meantime. Ooh, Marius on Greiling just as I switched into, what was that, Tosa? Yeah, wow, good move. But Greiling's not done with it, not at all. Ooh. Again, yeah, that braking hard to avoid the guy in front, you lose so much time potentially. Suddenly we have some action with 4 minutes to go. Lovely. Mulder is back on Stewart after that incident as well. Let us see. I think he got a bit of wheel spin there, exiting Aqua Minerale. Just quickly looking up and down now. Oh, and Stewart outbraked himself there. Just keep it going. Careful now of hot tires. He's lucky that he's got the whole straight ahead of him to cool the tires down. And behind him is not for position. Yeah, you would have seen the blue flag there. Well done to keep out of the way. Not slow yourself down either. Back to Greiling. What's he up to? Ooh, and he's 3/10 up on his best. Oh, and lost it again. But he's feeling racy, certainly. Shall we jump on board? I would have liked to use the in-cockpit camera. Sorry. Ooh, okay, he's gaining. Gaining, although Pretorius is placing his car perfectly. Oh, he's a lot later on the brakes. Brilliant move there by Greiling. Again, I think Pretorius might have been a little generous there. Maybe not wanting to crash this late in the race. Oh, and he's got a run on him again though. It's a back and forth between these two. Great stuff. You see what happens if you get so close under braking, you lose so much. It's unfortunate. It's just the way it goes, I suppose. Concertinaing up like that. Half a minute to go. Sure, this is going to go down to the wire. It's the only battle on track at the moment, so we'll just stick with this. I should switch to Peter to sort of bring him home, but this is so close. Very nice racing. Oh! Racing incident, I think. Oh, and unfortunately he spun again. That was just off camera, you couldn't see that. Greiling spun it under braking. I mean, kudos to both of them for taking the chances. I mean, no point just sitting behind each other. Take that chance, especially if there's not much risk, because you won't lose too much to the guy behind. He's now 2 seconds closer, but yeah. And sorry Peter, I missed your coming over the line, but very well done Peter. Then Mashiko second. Peter doing some nice donuts for us there. Can't quite get the camera on him. Okay. Stanley Venter was third. Goos, well done, fourth man. Hilberger is still finishing his lap. The others were probably a lap behind, yes. Then Stefanus Engelbrecht, 6th. Pretorius, 7th. Here comes Greiling. Is he? I think Pretorius is still racing. Oh, thinks he's still racing. Then Greiling and Serfontein. Mulder, Stewart, Olivier, Klingen and Buchner, well done for coming back, man. So yes, very well done to our podium. Peter Geldenhuys, Chaba Mashiko, Stanley Venter, very well done there on your podiums. And that's it for this race. And thanks a lot for watching. Thanks to all the guys for supporting their charges, and be sure to watch next time as well. Until next time, cheers.